Okay, first off, thanks everybody for hopping on this call. Again, anyone who's not here, feel free to invite them to watch this. It's going to be recorded. We're going to post it on the Facebook page. We have Curtis Harding here with us, and Curtis is my upline. Curtis has one of the largest doTERRA organizations out there. He's been doing this for Curtis, how many years now?
5 now, I think.
5 years. So we're lucky that he's here. He's going to give us some training. We're both going to kind of, fill in some blanks for people. And the whole purpose of this call is we want to be able to, we're going to be doing this, consistently. But we wanted to give some training on how people can just get started and, get people that confidence to get rolling. So I know Curtis wants to, I guess, start off. Maybe Curtis, maybe introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, totally. All right, you guys, I'm super excited to be here with you guys. I know a lot of you guys are new and just getting started, and Seth has told me about you. He has a lot of calls each day, and he tells me about the leaders that are signing up on our team, and I'm super excited to be working with you. And not just for myself, but for you guys, because seriously, what you guys are a part of is something that I don't think I've ever seen in doTERRA before, okay? And I'm not just saying that. Seth is already, he's been doing this business for about a month now as a wellness advocate. All right. He's been involved with doTERRA for how long have you been involved, Seth? 6 years?
Yeah, just so 5.5.
5.5. Okay. But he's been on the corporate side. And so this is kind of the difference. In doTERRA, you're not allowed to be a wellness advocate if you work with corporate. And you're not allowed to work for corporate if you're a wellness advocate. So you kind of have to pick and choose. And I don't know if Seth has told you guys his story, but he was extremely successful on the corporate side. Okay, he kind of worked his way up the ladder and was at a really good position, but ended up walking away from that to be a wellness advocate because the lifestyle and the earnings that he was seeing these wellness advocates making was something that he wanted. Okay, and within his first 30 days, I may be getting this wrong, but Seth has signed up, I think, at 27 people in his first month. Okay. Now, my upline is the largest leader in all of doTERRA. Over 70% of the company is in her downline. Okay. So she's shown me her back office, and I can see who the top enrollers are in the company, and they're enrolling 60 to 80 people a month. Okay. The top enrollers in the company. In Seth's first month, he did 27. So he's already doing half of what they did, and he's just getting funded. All right. And so the growth on this team is going to happen so quickly that's why we're wanting to share this program with you guys. Okay. Because the reason that you're here is because we kind of wanted to get together the 10, 15 leaders who are going to kind of be over Seth's organization, right? And who are going to be helping train these people that we're bringing in. So if you guys follow this program, you guys also will be some of the fastest growing leaders in doTERRA. All right. And I say that having experience. I have over 40,000 people on my team. And I'm not just saying this. What Seth is doing is honestly revolutionary. So I'm really excited to be here with you guys. And I've known Seth. I actually met Seth when I was a teenager. Okay. We had nothing to do with doTERRA. It didn't even exist back then. And we kind of just ran into each other again and again, ended up living in Asia, kind of by each other over the last year working with doTERRA, and now we're back here working together. So I feel super fortunate that I get to be on a team with him, and this program is just going to explode. Okay, so I just wanted to give him a little introduction so that you guys know how lucky you are to be working with him, and I'm going to give the time back over to him really quick.
Okay, thanks. So what I want to do is, first off, I want to kind of go over some of the tools that we have available to help everyone be successful. So what I'm going to do is I want to share my screen here for a second. Let me know if you guys can see that, Curtis.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, this is my Facebook. So this is going to be our team Facebook page. So what we're going to be doing each month, this is going to be our team calendar. So I wanted to highlight some of the things that you guys can kind of forecast and plan for that we're going to help you do to be successful. So when you're looking at the beginning of the month, you'll be able to check out this calendar and see all the things that we have going on to help build your business. So what I want to do is I want to take a step back and go over a couple of those things. So each month, and I know most of you know about this, and we're going to talk about it in a little bit more detail, but I want to highlight some of those things that we're doing. So Each month, we're going to have 2 oil camps. So some of you guys have experience with oil camps. Some of you guys haven't maybe joined them yet. But the oil camps are great ways for people to get a great training on how to use the products that we sell. This is something that not all teams have. This is a very duplicatable way to teach people about the products. And as you guys, sign up people and you grow your teams, I highly recommend you take advantage of this, because it kind of automates the process in which you can teach people about the products that we have. So we're going to do 2 of those a month. Every Tuesday, we're going to host a call just like this one. We're going to do different things in each of these calls, but these are going to be mentorship calls. So we're going to talk about placements, how to invite people effectively, presenting, key ways to follow up. So these are going to be highlights on, of the business. So keep that in mind. And again, you'll see that on the calendar with the timing of those each events. Again, we would love for people to join in live, but we are going to record them and post them. So use this as a tool to really educate your team on some of the things that we're seeing that can help everyone be more effective and grow their business, again, even more effectively. The third thing that you guys will see on this calendar, this week will be usually in a month, we will have 4 webinar classes that we will host. Each of these classes are going to be hosted by great teachers. Chris, you got something?
Oh, no, sorry. I did not know you could see me.
Yeah, you're good. So we're going to host these 4 classes each week. These classes are going to be alternating. We're going to have a introduction to essential oil class, and we're going to be hosting a introduction to a doTERRA business opportunity class. So now you kind of know the events that we have. What I want to do, I made you're going to have to be embarrassed a little bit. This is my art skills that you can see, but I wanted you guys to visualize how you can use these tools to help grow your business. When you think about growing a successful doTERRA business, the key is how simple and how duplicatable is it. The more simple it is, the more duplicatable it is, the faster you're going to grow, and the faster you're going to inspire people on your team to have success. So I want to go over the things that we talked about with the oil camps, the intro classes, webinars, these mentorship calls, and how you guys will be able to use this to duplicate the process and make it really simple. So in this simple drawing here, you have what I'm going to think of these potential customers, people that would be interested in essential oils, and also potential business partners. So what we will want to do is this is going to be kind of our sales funnel, how you're going to take someone who's brand new and help them through that process to become a customer and hopefully eventually end up sharing with other people. So you have these customers. The very first thing that we want to do to get these customers or these potential business partners involved is we want to invite them to one of our introduction classes. So if it's a customer who you think is going to be interested in essential oils, we definitely highlight the Introductory to Essential Oils course. Again, we'll teach that every other week. It's going to be a great way to get people excited about the products, and we're going to be leading them to get those people to sign up with you. So the most effective ways you can do this, I want to highlight how you can use this tool. The first way is, depending on kind of your situation, is you can actually just send the link of this webinar to your potential customers, and they can hop in that call at their own home. The second way, and this is probably when you think about being really effective, this is a great way to do it. The second way is inviting people over to your house or to a location where you can watch the webinar. You can do a little bit of a pre-meeting, talking to them what they're going to be learning about. You can start sampling out some of the products. Then, if you're when the presentation goes on, you can watch the presentation live. You can ask questions. You can we want to make it interactive. And then at the end, you can get people excited about buying the products. And again, we'll do more trainings on how to effectively run those type of meetings. But you can do, again, 2 ways. You can invite people to the webinars, or you can host an event at your house and have people come over. Eventually, the purpose or the hope is that you guys become really confident in these type of meetings, and then you can eventually host them by yourselves. Obviously, we'll always do this. Every single week we'll host a class, by different teachers, but don't feel like you're limited to that. You're more than welcome to learn and how to host these classes. The purpose of this is just to make it easy. If you're comfortable doing it and you think you can be really effective at doing that, that's really the step process. Is eventually we hope you can host these classes yourself. The reason why we've done this, just so you guys all know, when someone just starts off and then you want to do a business, this is probably the number one thing that they're most hesitant to do, is teach a class. And so what we don't want people on our teams to do, feel like they can't get people excited about doTERRA before they are confident enough to teach a class. So that's why we're hosting these webinars again about the products and getting people excited about the business. So once we invite these potential people to go to this class, the hope is that we invite them and we get them to enroll. With doTERRA, I've talked to you guys a little bit, but doTERRA's retention rate is out of this world. It is a 70% retention rate. So what that means is, as you guys, again, sign up potential customers, sign up potential business builders, on average, more than half of those people will continue to buy the products. That is I wish some of you guys might know this, some of you that have done different direct sales companies or network marketing companies in the past. doTERRA, I don't even like to say it's network marketing because it's so different, because retention's so high, because the products are so powerful, because the compensation plan works and people have so much success. So hopefully the value in those online classes. But once they sign up, we want to drive them to do those essential oil boot camps. These boot camps, there's been lots of thought process behind them. When you sign somebody up, they want to learn about the products. And if they learn about the products and open their products up, they're more likely to continue to buy and get excited about it. I remember when I first started going, Curtis told me a story. He had just signed up, one of his good friends. He was really excited about the essential oils. And he went over and visited his home, and he hadn't even opened up the products yet. And Curtis was like, what's going on? Like, why haven't you opened the products? And the guy was like, I have no idea how to use them. And so that's really kind of what inspired us to focus on this boot camp, is because we want all of our customers and our potential business builders to know how to use the products and get excited about how they work. Again, this is a great program. What you'll notice is that when you're focusing on whether potential customers in the introduction class of oils, or whether they're potential business partners and you're inviting them to go to this business seminar, both of those people, we're going to want to make sure that the oil boot camp is a priority. Because regardless if people are initially interested in the business or whether they're initially interested in just the products, regardless of where they're coming from, people need to know the value of the products that we have. That really is what differentiates doTERRA than any other company out there, is we have products that work and that people are excited about. So we want to make sure that people are having those positive experiences, because that's going to help this process be successful. So you got your potential people, invite them to a class, get them into a group. The final thing is what we're going to offer, and this is essentially the simple system that we've created, is these builder camps. These business builder camps, you're going to be getting a mentor. But the secret to this, obviously there's going to be compensation training, some of the finer details. But when we think about a business builder camp, really what you're looking at here in this process, this is the simple way that all of us are going to have a lot of success. The more simple it is, the easier it is for people to duplicate, the faster it's going to grow. So that's why we've come up with this. That's why each month we're going to be hosting these introductory classes, we're going to be hosting boot camps, and we're going to be getting people trained up on mentoring about commissions, about the first steps. So hopefully that gets you really excited, knowing this is a simple process. This isn't complicated. Anybody can do this. And we're making it even easier by offering all these stuff online to make it even a smoother transition. So hopefully that gets you guys excited and kind of see that replicable process. What I want to do is I talked to Curtis. Again, I want to tell you a little bit more about Curtis. He's pretty humble. He's a pretty young guy. Curtis is incredibly successful with doTERRA. He obviously, his upline is a huge leader, but Curtis has so many people on his team. And what I admire about Curtis is his dedication. Like I said, he's done this for 5 years. And in doTERRA, we don't talk about how much people make. Curtis is very successful. I'll tell you that. He's kept with it, and because he's kept with it, he's in a place where we all want to be in very soon. So what I want to do is Curtis is going to talk about a little bit about our compensation plan and some of the focuses that we should have with our new people, because we want people to have success. We want everyone who signs up that wants to do a business to be able to see the simple steps in, paying for their products first, so they're not buying their products each month, and then how to make a couple of $100 so they can pay for a car payment, and eventually how this over time builds into a compensation that replaces their current incomes, and they can go after their dreams. So Curtis, again, I can't talk highly enough about him. He's an incredible leader. We're lucky to have him, and I'm going to turn the time over to him so we can go over that.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, the good news is that if I can do it, anybody can do it, all right? And I just want to echo what Seth said really quickly about keeping it simple. That is really kind of our mantra here on our team, all right? Less is more, I promise you. I'm just going to share a quick story. When the first essential oil class I ever taught was at a law firm in Idaho. One of my leaders asked me to go down and help teach, and actually, she wasn't even my leader. Okay, but she was a family friend and she needed help teaching an oil class. And so I said, yeah, I'll go down and teach. And so I showed up and I didn't know that it was a law firm. She just gave me an address. And I walked in, it's a law firm, and the business day had just ended. And I go into their conference room with the long table, and all of their lawyers come in with their wives and sit down. And I'm 22 years old, okay? And they're saying, okay, teach us about essential oils. I've never taught a class before. So I just taught the class that I had seen taught over and over again, and it was a super simple class. I taught what doTERRA is, what essential oils are, how to use them, and then some of the most common oils. And then I ended, and I was terrified up there, okay? But a couple people signed up, and a couple years later, I was at convention, and one of those guys who was at the meeting came up to me, and we had become friends since then, and he said to me, he said, I had no interest in getting involved with what you were doing, but when I saw how simple you kept it in that presentation, it was motivating to me. And I realized that anybody could do this. And he was just nicely saying, like, if you could do it, anyone could do it. And it got him excited to do it. And he was gold rank at that time, okay, which gold on average makes about $4,000 a month. So that's our goal here. Like what Seth said, we want to help you guys keep it simple, because what'll happen is when you guys invite people to come to these presentations and they see this simple system that we have, they're going to walk away thinking, I could do that. Whereas if we had it super complicated, we had these really nice, perfect presentations, people would walk away thinking, that's nice, but I can't do that. Okay, so in line with keeping it simple, we're also going to do that with the compensation plan, all right? In doTERRA, there are 5 ways that you can make money. Now, we're going to talk about those eventually, but today, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to focus on one way, one bonus, and that is called the Power of 3 bonus. Okay, the Power of 3 bonus is a bonus that doTERRA gives you for structuring your team in the proper way. All right, now I'm going to show you guys. Let's see, I just need to share my screen with you. Yes, this one. Sorry, I should have had this up. Share screen, yes, okay. All right, here we go. So the reason why we're going to focus on the Power of 3, because this is the fastest way that you can start making the most amount of money possible, okay, in the beginning. Now, over time, this will not be the biggest chunk of your check, all right? But in the beginning, it will be. And honestly, you can get to, as you can see here, $1,500 a month residual income changes a lot of people's lifestyles, okay? So I'm going to show you how what Seth just explained to you is going to help you achieve your Power of 3 bonus as quickly as possible, all right? And what it's going to do is help you advance and rank quickly too. Excuse me. Okay, so here is you, all right? And I want you guys to imagine I'm just sitting down with you one-on-one and I'm talking to you that way, all right? So here's you. Now in doTERRA, in order to make money, if you want to be eligible each month to receive a check from them, for the people you sign up, for any bonuses you qualify for, you need to be ordering at least 100 points of product every month, okay? Now, a point is equal to about $1. So it's about $100 worth of product. Now, on our team, with my leaders who I sit down and they say, I want to build a business seriously, or even if they want to get to a point where they're making just $200 a month to cover their oils, I tell them, okay, then I want you to order 150 points a month. And I'm going to show you why. It's because of the power of 3 bonus. But it's going to end up saving you so much time and so much money by doing that. All right, so you see here, you order 100. Now, the way the power of 3 bonus works is you have yourself and you go find 3 leaders on your front line who are each ordering 100 points a month at least also. And then you start getting this $50 bonus. But there's one other requirement to get this bonus, and that is that you need to have, with you and your front line, a 600-point overall team volume. Now, do you see where the problem comes in? If you're ordering 100 and your 3 people are ordering 100, that's only 400, and you're not getting to that 600, which doesn't allow you to qualify for this $50 bonus. But if you and each of your key leaders are ordering 150 points a month, you're never going to run into that problem. And the reason we started doing this is because I've had people miss out on this $1,500 bonus by $25 somewhere. Okay, it is not worth it. And I promise you, if you and your leaders are doing 150 a month, you're going to start getting these bonuses a lot faster than having to worry about, okay, where's my last 100 points going to come from? Okay, so 150, and you find your first 3 people to do 150. Now you're getting a monthly check of $50. Okay, whoop-de-doo, $50. That's not gonna replace your income, right? You can't retire on that. You can maybe take your family out to dinner like 2 times a week, right? But what it is gonna do is gonna set up a solid foundation for you, because what I teach people is I reserve at least your first level, which is these 3 right here, and your second level, these 9 people, for business builders. Okay, people who want to actively share the oils to generate some sort of income. It doesn't have to be to replace their income, but someone who wants to share oils to generate income. I reserve these 2 levels for those builders. Because now, once you have your $50 bonus and these 3 leaders signed up ordering each month, you also have 3 people effectively, basically working for you for free, right? Now, they're not going to be doing all the work for you. That is not how this works. And I want to make it very clear that Seth, your upline, anyone is not going to build this business for you. They're going to make it easier by giving you the tools and resources you need, but they're not going to build it for you. But they are going to assist you. So this is you. You have your 3 leaders. Now, I want you to stay focused on the $50 bonus. I don't care if you're earning the $1,500. I want you to stay focused on the 50. And what do I mean by that? So at first, you focus on yourself earning the $50 bonus, right? Now, once you have that, great. Let's get you to the $250 bonus. And that's actually the first real goal that we have with our leaders is we say, okay, let's get you to that $250 bonus. Why? Because now that $150 that you're paying every month isn't coming out of your pocket. And you have a little bit extra to either use for yourself or invest back into your business. So that's why it's the first goal, so that now it's not costing you anything. And honestly, we have a lot of people get to that point within the first 1 to 3 months. Okay. And if you're following our system, you can very easily do that. So I said, focus on the $50 bonus. You hit the $50 bonus. Now your main goal is to help each of your 3 leaders on your front line hit their $50 bonus. Okay. So I want to help him hit his 50. Then I'm going to help her hit her 50. And this person hit their $50 bonus. Once each of those 3 are hitting their $50 bonus, now I'm qualifying for my $250 a month, okay? And then we're gonna do the same thing, because you'll hear a lot of leaders, they'll say, okay, once you have your $250 bonus, now you just have to go find 27 people for your 3rd leg and you'll get your $1,500 bonus. Don't think about it like that. Think about, okay, now our mission is to help these 9 people hit their $50 bonus. Again, we're just trying to keep this as simple as possible. Okay, and once you do that, you get to $1,500 a month. Now, something that I want to highlight here are a couple things. First of all, I love doTERRA's compensation plan for multiple reasons, but one of the main reasons is that it makes it, you cannot be successful in this business without teamwork. Okay, so imagine for a second that this green guy here is Seth. Seth already has his front 3 leaders. Now, let's say that Seth finds someone at the grocery store, wants to sign up and be a builder. Where is Seth going to put this 4th person? Does he want to put him right here on his first line? No, he doesn't, because what Seth wants is to get to his 250 bonus, right? So he's going to instead take that new person and put it under one of his builders. And it's going to work that way. Once he fills up this line, He's not just going to be keeping all these new people for himself. He's always motivated to put his new signups that he's having underneath his existing leaders. Okay. Very few compensation plans in this industry promote that kind of teamwork. Okay. So if you want to be selfish, it's interesting, because if you want to be selfish in this business, you have to be unselfish. You have to give people. And so that way we're all working together. We're all supporting. I guarantee you there will be times where you guys as leaders, I'm going to call you and say, hey, I have a leader who just signed up. I need someone to take care of them and to work with them. Can I put them in your downline? Because it's super beneficial for me to do that, and I'll get paid more, but it's also beneficial for you guys. All right. Now, the other thing I want to highlight here is that as you focus on building your power of three and establishing a solid power of three bonus, it's also going to be helping you advance in rank. Okay. It's extremely difficult to be earning your $1,500 bonus in power of three and not be the rank of silver in doTERRA. Now, silver on average has a monthly income of $2,200, I think, $2,200 a month as a silver residual income. Okay. And that is if you focus on this structure. Okay. It like automatically, kind of like if you get your 1,500 bonus, it automatically shuttles you to silver. Okay. Because you're going to have the volume in all the right places. And this is an incredible bonus. Seth and I were talking about it earlier today, just because the total, if maybe for you guys love math out there, you were counting, there's 40 people here. All right. To get to a $1,500 residual monthly check. Excuse me. Now, obviously not your first 40 people aren't all going to be builders in this perfect world, right? You're probably going to sign up more than 40 before you get to this point, but this is what you're focusing on. Okay. And there was one other thing that I wanted to say about this, but I'm not remembering it. Dang, I'll remember it later. But anyways, that is why what we're providing for you, this idea that Seth has of the weekly leadership trainings, the weekly intro to oil class, the weekly business overview is going to make it so simple for you. So many people are nervous to present in the beginning. You guys don't have to worry about that. What you need to do is go talk to 3 key people who you think would be great business partners to work with and say, hey, I want you to come listen to this presentation that my upline has and see what you think about it. All right. And then we're going to help get them going in this process. So that's the power of 3 bonus. Just one way that you can get paid in doTERRA, but it's extreme. The people who focus on the power of 3 bonus are the ones who advance in rank the most quickly. Okay. Now, one other thing, I remembered what I was going to say. There are leaders who maybe you've been in other network marketing companies before. You understand a compensation plan as soon as you look at it, and you'll see that in order to get to the top rank in doTERRA, you're going to end up needing 6 people on your front line, not just 3. And so I've had leaders who they'll put a 4th person on their front line, and I'm like, no, what are you doing? And they say, well, I need 6 to get to Presidential Diamond. But if you look at the compensation plan, it's so much more effective to focus on just 3 leaders, because if you build up these 3 leaders, then you can get to the highest rank that you can get to with 3 leaders is a rank called platinum. A platinum earns on average $8,000 a month. Okay, so with 3 people, you can get to an almost 6-figure income. Okay, so I don't want you guys adding additional people on your front line. I want you focusing on the power of 3. And you just repeat that. You just pound that into the heads of your leaders, power of 3, power of 3. And you're going to see how quickly your downline begins to grow and how it will grow exponentially and efficiently. Okay, so again, in doTERRA, we're extremely focused on the product. All right, and we're going to give other trainings and you'll see why that's so beneficial. And teaching about this, we don't want to take away from that, but it is like we also focus, we don't want to focus so much on the product that people are like, can you even make money doing this? Right? So it's important that you're not only going to people and saying, hey, you need to come make money with us, earn money. This is a business opportunity, because the majority of the money that you will make in doTERRA will be from customers. That's why we're alternating 1 week for intro to oil class, 1 week for business class. But sorry, I'm rambling. We're going to have a lot of different trainings on specific business strategies that you guys can use, but this is what we want you guys to start focusing on now, because people have been coming to us saying, okay, what do I need to do now? What you need to do is start inviting people to these classes that we're doing, the Intro to Oil class and the business overview class. And as you're signing people up, make sure you're in constant contact with your upline, and they'll help you with placements, knowing where to put these people, but focusing on this, because you're going to start getting new enrollments each week as you're inviting people to these classes. And as you plug them in this manner, in this structure, you're going to be able to advance and rank a lot faster. All right. So
No, man.
Let's see. I got to stop the share. All right. So Seth, that was what I had prepared. So I don't know if you had any comments on it. I know you were going to wrap up.
Yeah, thanks, Curtis. Hopefully you guys, I mean, this is just a quick picture of obviously as you start to build. I talked to a lot of you guys, and a lot of you guys have told me it's like, you know, we know something like this takes time, and we know this is a, you know, let's say, for example, a lot of you guys had 6-month goals. What we just talked about, getting to that $1,500 bonus and getting to silver where you're making that $2,200, $2,400 a month, that is incredibly possible to do in 6 months if you're, you know, inviting people to come to the oil classes, if you're inviting people to talk about the business, really just open your mouth. This is the simplest way to be successful. There's so many different MLM type companies out there that, and I told you, I don't like any of those because they don't have good products. They try to trick you. Honestly, everyone in this call and anyone who listens to this call can have great success. Can you imagine how much $2,000 residual income a month can do for you? It can pay for your house payment and your car payments. I hope you guys can see the bigger picture. And I get, like Curtis said, it's great to talk about the business, but I think it's important to know, you know, what doTERRA is doing in the world. You know, whether it be through helping people with product, you know, with their service opportunities. This is a great company that you can be proud of being a part. So we're going to do these weekly. We hope you invite people, your business builders, to join and take advantage of the tools we have, because that is really how you're going to have great success really fast. So I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to keep, you know, chatting with you and helping you guys grow an amazing business and helping honestly change. Don't want to be dramatic, but changing your future. This is a really cool thing to do, a really cool opportunity. So I'm excited for you guys. Thanks for joining in, and we'll go from there. But what